What's up, everybody? You like that? Did that build up enough anticipation? I hope. Yeah, I had to start it out. I had to do something a little different this time. It's too predictable all the time. Comes on, I'm right here. I had to build up a little bit of suspense. So yeah, how you guys doing tonight? I startled you. Good. All right. So it's working. All right. You guys had no idea. Got him. Got him. These nuts. Got him. Classic meme right there. All right. So how's everybody doing? It's been a while. It feels like it's been forever since I've done this because I was doing this like almost every day for a while. Laid off. That sucks. Yeah. I thought you were pooping. I was not pooping, so if I was, I wouldn't tell you guys. So got fired from Wendy's. How'd you get fired from Wendy's? Tell us a story. I mean, you brought it up, so obviously you want to talk about it. So tell us how you got fired from Wendy's. My day, my day's pretty good. I went out earlier to get some things that we needed. Um, that's about it. I've been working on video stuff, so I uploaded a new video earlier if you haven't checked it out yet. And right before I did this, actually, I recorded the voice part for a new video that will probably be my next one to come out. So yeah. Hey, what's up, guys? Making more than working that a full shift. Making more not working than a full shift. Oh, okay. You got fired on your day off. Oh man, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, but we still got to hear how Gingy Snap got fired from Wendy's. I'm curious. We need to hear this. Story time, people. Come on, story time. uh, but you got fired on your day off. So you had a day off from work. You go in and they just tell you. They probably said, "What are you doing here?" Is that what they said? You tell us your story too. Why not? It's story time right now with Coaster Daddy. How did you get fired? If anybody else got fired, let us know. All right. They called you. Oh, they called you on your day off. Ooh, that's what? Why did they do it on your day off? Did they have a reason for it? Did they? Why did they do it on your day off? If you don't mind me asking, of course. Top 3 favorite roller coaster logos and 3 you don't like. That's such a hard question because it's so broad. There's so many awesome logos. There's a lot of not very good ones. It's just hard. Some of my favorites are like Banshee, um, Diamondback. Kings Island has amazing logos for their rides, honestly. Um, what are some other really Beast? I mean, I know that's Kings Island. It's so easy to mention Kings Island logos. Beast has an amazing logo. Some bad logos. Okay. I know there's bad ones out there. Um I don't I didn't care for the original X logo. Like X2 is all right. It's just kind of mediocre, but the original X had a not very good logo, I would say. It was just like I mean, it's just an X. Like I mean, honestly, what else would they have done with it, I guess? But um Mean Streak. Oh yeah, Mean Streak did have a really good logo, honestly. Yeah, Cyberfox said Mean Streak was a classic. It had a great logo for sure. Fury 325, Intimidator, and Top Thrill Dragster. Those are all great ones. All right, Insane Coaster Junkie wants me to do a mini review of an album called What the Dead Men Say. It's actually by my favorite band, Trivium, and we just heard this album yesterday for the first time. He wants to hear a review of it, so I'll give my thoughts, but I've only listened to it a few times, and it takes me a long time to really soak everything in with like new Trivium albums, and I really don't know how exactly I feel about it yet because I just haven't gotten used to it enough. But as it stands right now, I think it's a fantastic album. It's I think based on the 3 singles we heard before the album release, I was expecting it to be like quite possibly their best album yet. And I think those expectations kind of led me to be a little bit disappointed. I don't think it's the like unbeatable album that we thought it was going to be, but it's still a fine album. I mean, it's still great. Um, there's no bad songs on it. There's a couple that are kind of weak, I guess. They're not even really weak songs. I mean, they're really good songs, but they're just not. There's a like 1 or 2 that aren't as strong as other songs, and they're right in the middle of the album. But as a whole, the album is great. I mean, it's probably like a 8.5 or 9 out of 10 if you want like my rating on it. So yeah, What the Dead Men Say by Trivium. It's a fantastic album by a fantastic band. If you enjoy Trivium at all, I think you'll love the album. Um, Even if you just like metal in general, check it out. I mean, it's really they do they do everything that they do very well on this album. Like it's all of Trivium's best elements, basically. So I did shave my head, yeah, about a week ago now, actually. Well, close to a week ago, probably like 5 days or so. Going to bed. All right. Good night. My opinion on the Doom soundtrack, I heard that once, like a couple years ago when they remade Doom and they did like the new soundtrack, and I thought it was amazing. I thought it sounded phenomenal. So ask your math teacher what X2 means. Yeah, do that. I want to know what he says, he or her, whoever. Let's see. Bob's Coaster says, Daddy, they said they had me on video stealing boxes and fired me. It did look like me from behind. Okay, so it was not you, but it was somebody that looked like you. That's really unfortunate to hear. So that sucks. Let's see. How Gingy Snap says how I got fired. This is the Wendy story. I accidentally spilled drinks on my boss. Is that the whole story? I mean, because why would they fire you for accidentally spilling drinks on somebody? Like, were they just like that kind of person, or that? Because to me, that sounds stupid. Like, that's the only reason that you spill drinks on your boss on accident. Let's see. Coaster Lover says, "Did you hear that K-12 schools in many states will be closed?" Yeah, I've heard that for the rest of the school year. Um, see, Cyberfox says got fired from Walmart because I took my vacation. They said I did a no call. Oh, they said you did a no call, no show. Man, what? That is really sucky. That's really sucky. Like you had that time, and what are you gonna do? Honestly, like what are you gonna do in that situation? Waldemir now projected to open May 22nd. Oh wow, I'm surprised they're opening in May still. To be honest with you, I thought it wouldn't be till at least June, like mid June. But you know, hopefully these parks are able to pull everything together, and hopefully everything can open safely. I'm not gonna get into that too much here though. Nobody really knows. Stanford Bridge says, "Why is the band called Trivium?" Well, I've listened to interviews with their vocalist Matt Heafy, their vocalist and guitarist, and he said in old interviews that Trivium is basically like some kind of like English like teaching philosophy or something like that. And there's like three schools of thought or something along those lines. But they didn't really have any like grand reason why they called the band Trivium. Um, they just thought it sounded good. So Trivium is the name of the band. I don't know. I like the name personally. I think it's a good name, very unique. So there's no specific reason why they call the band that. It's just they heard that term, they like the name, and they stuck with it. And they've been around for 20 years now, so and doing very well. By the way, this whole story is from the movie Friday. Oh, okay. Got me. You got me. Most anticipated new coaster for 2020. None of them. None of them. How many drinks? I have coffee and water right now. So I have some water and I'm drinking my coffee, of course. I got this cup for Christmas. It says all I need is coffee. It's one of the things I had to get when we went to the store today. We're almost out of coffee and I needed to get my coffee. You know, I can't go without my coffee. So, yeah. Let's see. You made more on unemployment. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. I've heard people complaining about that and stuff, and I don't have a problem with it. You know, I'm not even going to get into it here. I'm not going to start that argument or anything. But what is Airtime Thrill's favorite song? I have no idea. What's up, I man? Oh, it was two drinks, and she was like a big drama queen. Oh, so the person was asking how many drinks they spilled. Okay, I see now. Anyway, so you spilt two drinks on your boss on accident. And they were a drama queen. You got fired. Okay, interesting story. Let's see. Chaos says, with this time, I was able to put all my park maps up on my wall. Nice. Okay. Nice. I'm not a big, like, a fanatic collector of like park maps. I try not to collect a ton of stuff because I just don't want to have a bunch of junk sitting around. But it's cool that people collect that stuff. I think it's awesome. You know, I see people with that stuff covering their walls and everything. Um, for me personally, I try not to collect. I like buying t-shirts and mugs. So that's kind of how I collect stuff. But even that, as it is, I already have so many t-shirts and so many mugs. Like I really shouldn't have any more. But yeah. Hey, Micah. Yep, Tim K is correct. He said detonator at Worlds of Fun, which is an SNS drop tower, uses the Mean Streak logo. And that actually is really cool. I saw that a few years ago. Yeah, detonator, the drop tower at Worlds of Fun has the same logo as Mean Streak. Obviously, it says detonator instead of Mean Streak, but it's pretty cool. So it is a very good logo. It's classic, you know. Let's see. Gabriel says I must be weird because I despise coffee. I mean, there's nothing wrong with not liking coffee. It's just some people don't like it. I don't like tea. Some people love tea and hate coffee. Um, I'm not a fan of tea, but I love coffee. You know, it's just personal preference. Have I heard of the British metal band Svalbard? I have not. Let me look them up. Is that sounds kind of black metal-y, or maybe it's new wave of British heavy metal? What is it? Oh, I need to look up Svalbard band because I'm getting all kinds of other stuff. An English hardcore punk band from Bristol formed in 2011. Okay. I'll have to check them out. What former coaster is Steel Force's logo integrated from? Banshee at Cedar Point, because before, when Mantis was originally announced, it was going to be called Banshee, but people were protesting that name for reasons, and so they changed the name from Banshee to Mantis, and the logo from Banshee was used for Steel Force. See, I know my stuff. I know my stuff. That's really cool though, that and now the name Banshee is used in the same state. You know, less than 20 years later, they open a coaster with the same name at a park in the same state. It's crazy. I love it. I love it. Cedar Point's my home park. Raptor by far, no doubt. Let's see. I've got almost 70 Kings Island maps. I get one every time I go. Holy crap. Wow. That's cool. I mean, that's cool. Rougarou or Tempesto. Tempesto looks really fun. I haven't ridden it though, so I'm not sure. Let's see. I asked about Svalbard because the guitarist Serena is a huge coaster enthusiast with something like 1,000 credit count. Wow. Okay, nice. That's awesome. That's cool to hear. All right. Serena Cherry is her name. Okay. I'm assuming it's a woman. All right. Rougarou or wait, Mantis or Rougarou? Rougarou, definitely. Was not a fan of Mantis. Yeah. Coaster lover, you got that. Yep. I've actually seen there was a ride op working Millennium Force last year that I saw who was wearing a Banshee button. Like it's the original like Banshee logo from when Banshee was originally announced for Cedar Point. So he has there are some like things out there, like items that have that original Banshee logo. And my uncle even has told me that he has like a shirt and I think maybe something else as well, but he at least has like a shirt, I believe it is, that has that Banshee logo on it. So that's pretty cool. Raptor CP, Raptor Gardaland, or Raptor Phantasialandia. I don't know what that third one is, but out of CP and Gardaland, I would definitely say Cedar Point. I mean, I love wing coasters, but Raptor at Gardaland, I believe that's the very first. That's the very first wing coaster. It just doesn't look that great. I mean, it looks fun, Hey, Coaster Daddy, this is my first stream. All right, welcome, Drewson. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the live stream. Steve Vai or Joe Satriani? I don't know a lot. I'm not very familiar with either one. I mean, I know very well who they are, but I don't know a lot of their music, so I can't really answer that. I'm not a big into shred. I'm not like into like just listening to shred guitar and stuff like that. One time I saw a dude at Cedar Point wearing a shirt that had the original Banshee logo. Nice, nice. It's such a good name for a coaster. Banshee, it's just so cool. And at Kings Island, that logo is fantastic. So, what is the best Goliath? I would say Goliath. Goliath is probably the best out of all those. Do I like Avenged Sevenfold? I love Avenged Sevenfold. Yeah. Favorite flat ride? Interesting question. I might do a video at some point discussing some of my favorite flat rides. I haven't been on a whole lot of different types of flat rides, but I've experienced a few cool ones, and I actually my favorite one, surprisingly, is Chaos at Waldemere, which opened last year. It's like a frisbee ride. It's made by Zamperla. I think it's like I can't remember. All of those different models by different manufacturers have different names and everything like that. I can't remember the name. I don't really care, but it's one of the like frisbee models with like the disc where you swing back and forth and it spins. And that's one of the ones that goes upside down. That ride was so awesome. I mean, that is, I think, the only ride I've been on probably where I was just laughing uncontrollably the whole time. Like, and I just couldn't help it. Like, I was just laughing the whole time, and there's so much hang time. I mean, when you go upside down, you flip upside down and you're just hanging there. Like, you're just upside down probably for at least a good 5 seconds most of the time. Like, it's pretty crazy. It's a really good ride. Really took me by surprise. Well, I go back to Cedar Point the day they open. I don't know. I'm gonna have to weigh, you know, like figure it out if it's worth it going back on the day it opens. Because I got to be careful. I and my wife are both high risk, so we got to be really careful. So I don't know if I'll be comfortable going back whenever they open. To be honest, we'll see. I don't know. Miss CP's Chaos. Oh yeah, I remember that ride. I don't think I ever rode it though. Do I like Volbeat? Um, I somewhat enjoy them. I don't really listen to them much. Yeah, they do have a different sound. I've listened to like 3 of their albums, I think, like 3 or 4 of their albums, and I do enjoy them from time to time. It's not something I wanna listen to all the time though, um, but they're very good, yeah. Yes, Coaster Lover, I've been on Demon Drop at Cedar Point, yeah. I rode Demon Drop a couple times when it was at Cedar Point, um, and Chaos, the ride that was called Chaos at Cedar Point, I don't think I ever rode that, but I do remember it there though. Skyrush or Stormrunner, haven't been on either, but Skyrush looks better. Yeah, definitely check it out, Cyberfox. You ever get out there, definitely do not skip out on that. So, what is my favorite aero looper? Out of the ones I've been on, definitely Tennessee Tornado. I mean, Magnum and Tennessee Tornado are my two favorite aero coasters that I've been on. So, rode Chaos and Demon Drop. Nice. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure I never rode Chaos. I could be wrong, but I don't remember it, so I say I don't ride it. I remember when it was in the park, but pretty positive I never rode it. AR7 says, "What sludge metal band use 7-string guitars modded from basses and tune extremely low to do double drop A?" I have no idea. I'm not a fan of sludge metal, sludge doom metal. I'm not really into that stuff, so I'm not sure which band did that. That's really interesting though. I've never heard of that. Drewson says, "I rode King Chaos." Where's King Chaos at? You do have 3 rides apparently. Yeah. Ah. right. Old Great America Top Spin that closed a few years ago for Joker. Okay. That's your favorite flat ride? Oh, King. Oh, you're okay. King Chaos is the top spin that closed. Okay, gotcha. I rode when I went to King's Dominion last year. I rode the Crypt, and I'm disappointed they had to take that ride out because the Crypt was actually that was a crazy ride. I mean, those top spins are insane. They just whip you. I mean, it's crazy. I thought it was a fun ride, really intense. But did I ever get to ride any of the following? Whitewater Landing, Shoot to Rapids, Wildcat, Disaster Transport, Space Spiral, The Car Ride, Valraven Replaced, Son of Beasts, Thunder Alley. Yes, I've been on many of those actually. I've been on Whitewater Landing. I really missed that ride. Out of all the rides that have closed at Cedar Point during the time I've been going there, I miss Whitewater Landing the most. That was a fantastic. That's definitely the best log flume I've been on by far. It's such a good ride. Many great memories on that. And, even though we have Maverick now, definitely a fantastic replacement. Couldn't ask for a better replacement, actually. But I do miss Whitewater Landing. I have not been on Shoot the Rapids. I've been on Wildcat, Disaster Transport, Space Spiral, The Car Ride. Yeah, I've been on those. So, have I heard of Toby Mac? I have. Not familiar with any of his work, but I've heard of him. So, Cyberfox says, I swear if the park's open while I'm laid off, I am road tripping. Oh yeah. See, the answer is Admiral Angry. Watch their songs Illusion of Strength and Plastic Bath. Okay. I'll look that up right now so I don't forget it. I'm interested to hear what that sounds like, so I'll listen to it later. Let's see. Oh, Cyberfox has all those credits. All right. Nice. Have I ridden Shake, Rattle, and Roll? Maybe. What ride is that exactly? Sounds familiar. Log flumes are fun, but the water is always too cold. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Been a while since I rode a log flume, so I'm not sure. I've been on Whitewater Landing at Cedar Point, the log flume at Waldemere. I've been on Kennywood's log flume that was also removed. That was a really good one, the log jammer. And Geauga Lake's log flume. I think they had a log flume, and I rode the one at Geauga Lake. So I've been on those. So 3 of those are defunct now. And Whitewater Landing was my favorite by far. The one at Waldemere is really good though. Or no, 2 of those are defunct. Oh, wait. Cedar Point, Waldemere, Kennywood, Geauga Lake. So 2 of those 4 are defunct. Wait, no. Wait, Logjammer's gone. Cedar Point's gone. Yeah, 3. Okay. I'm confusing myself. Yeah, so 3 of those 4 are defunct now, which is sad. Those are becoming very rare rides. So the one at King's Dominion looked really good. I should have ridden it, but I didn't. So King Chaos closed for Mardi Gras hangover. What's my favorite defunct coaster I've ridden? Big Dipper at Geauga Lake. No contest, honestly. I haven't been on a whole lot of defunct coasters, but I've been on a fair few. Big Dipper is my favorite, though, out of all those. I miss that. I miss Geauga Lake. I miss Big Dipper. Shake, Rattle, and Roll's the Troika at Kings Island. Okay. I have not been on that. What coaster makes the least sense to have one train ops? Many of them. Many of them don't make any sense if they have one train ops. Chris Clare says, I've been on Mill Race. Nice. Yeah. If you guys don't know, Raptor at Cedar Point actually replaced Mill Race. It was a racing log flume, basically. It's pretty cool looking. So that's a classic ride from Cedar Point's past. Do I think parks will open in late May? I just do not see that. I don't know when they're going to open, but I do not see a late May opening. No way. I couldn't really see it, to be honest. See. Gabriel says favorite Avenged Sevenfold song. Mine is Exist. Boy, that's a difficult question. Mm, I really like their self-titled album. Many of the songs on their self-titled album from 2007 are really good. Um, hmm. I don't know. I just don't know. Such a difficult question. Probably one of the songs for I love Afterlife. Afterlife is fantastic. We'll go with that one. We'll go with that one. Really like Little Piece of Heaven too. That's a masterpiece. One train ops on the beast. Ooh, ouch. Yeah, that'd be awful. Six Flags St. Louis has a racing log flume. Okay, I didn't know that. Let's see. In my opinion, that I've seen a scream right out loud. Okay. Yeah, like Tim said, one train ops make sense on shuttle coasters. Certain types of coasters they make sense on, like the shuttle coasters. But most of the time it doesn't make any sense. So unless a park is really just that dead where there's like literally no line all day. Actually, that's not true, Chaos. Some shuttle coasters can still have two train ops because some coasters use like switch tracks to, bring a car into the station as another is on the course. So there are some coasters that do that. Yeah, I agree, Cyberfox. It'd be nice if King Ka could go back to a higher capacity. And of course, it's cut in half because, you know, King Ka and the Zumanjaro drop tower, neither of those can operate simultaneously. So really, really sucks. Where did I get this? I got that. A lot of people ask about this. It's very cool. I got this many, 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 many years ago when I was very young for Christmas. It's just like a throw blanket. Um, it just sat around for years and years. I never did anything with it. I got back into coasters a few years ago and I still had this from a long time ago. And I started doing this stuff and I'm like, you know what? That thing that I have would make a good backdrop. So that's what I use it for. It used to just sit in a bag somewhere, just sitting there for over a decade. Millennium Force or Superman Rise Steel? Superman looks a little better. Haven't been on it though. Six Flags Great America has two non-racing log flumes. Okay. Run Steel Vengeance backward. Oh my gosh, that would be insane. I could not imagine. I could not imagine. Oh, okay. Six Flags Great America has intertwining log flumes. That's really cool, actually. That's cool. Okay, you rode Space Spiral, but you missed out on Disaster Transport by a week. Wow. You just missed it. Yeah. It was a fun ride. It was fun. I love Gatekeeper though, so I'm happy with the replacement, you know. Can I imagine have all my subscribers on a live stream and trying to answer questions? Oh, brother. That'd be interesting. Yeah. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Yeah. No way I'd be able to do it. I'd try to answer everything I could, but yeah. Yeah, I've been on Mantis a couple times. Was not a fan. Rougarou is much better. Which of the three would I want at Cedar Point? Mach Extreme Spinner, GCI/Gravity Group Woody, or a B&M Flyer? Well, I would love to see a good modern wooden coaster. I do think they'll get one eventually. I also think they'll definitely get a B&M Flyer soon as well. A Mach Extreme Spinner would be awesome. I would love to see all of those at Cedar Point, honestly. They need a good modern wooden coaster, though. I mean, I love Blue Streak, but they need a modern wooden coaster that can compete with some other modern wooden coasters out there. Would love to see something like Twisted Colossus at Cedar Point. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, honestly. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, RMC definitely wants to sell quite a few Raptors before they venture into the T-Rex selling those. Definitely, yeah. They've made that very clear. So, do you think Cedar Point will ever utilize the old Pirate Dark Ride area for anything? I could see them doing that. I don't have any idea when they would do it, but I feel like that's just like such a prime place. They need to make a new dark ride. They need a dark ride, and that's a perfect spot. There used to be a dark ride in there. I would like to see if there's actually anything left in that building from the pirate ride. That'd be really cool to see some of that stuff in there. I think it used to be an arcade though, so maybe there's not anything in there. I know it was like an arcade at one point. I remember that. So, I don't know. Arrived at Over Texas the day it closed this year. Oh man. Oh, Chris Clare, you also rode Avalanche. Nice. Disaster Transport before it was enclosed. All right. That's cool. I don't know if I'll ever get a 7-string guitar. I wouldn't mind having one, but I used to be against owning a 7-string. Now I wouldn't mind having one, but I just don't see myself buying any more guitars because I just don't need any more. I just don't need any more, you know? So there's not really any real good reason for me to buy another one because I literally just like play in this room as a hobby. Like this is the only place I play and like just to myself. So I don't really see any point in buying any more guitars. I mean, maybe eventually I will. We'll see. They use the old pirate ride for haunt. Oh yeah. Okay, that's right. That's right. See ya, Flip. What park do you think will get the next Raptor, either Jersey Devil clone or OG Raptor? Well, that park in South Dakota, right? I think that park. Besides that, I don't know. So many parks could use one of those. Hopefully, Magic Mountain as well next year. Six Flags Magic Mountain looks like is getting a very near clone of Jersey Devil. So, see, Tim K says the pirate ride path is on the floor in the video. Watch Coaster Bob 62 2020 Winter Chill Out video. Oh, okay. Okay. Thanks for that. I'll check that out. Definitely. Cyberfox says, wonder if they will ever intertwine rides at Cedar Point. You know, I've actually thought about that recently. And I don't know why. Like, Cedar Point does not do that with any of their rides. None of their rides intertwine with each other and like interact with anything. Besides Millennium's, turnarounds, going on to Forbidden Frontier, which you can walk under that and everything. But okay, that makes more sense, Tim. Okay, but I still understood what you were getting at, so thanks for the clarification. But yeah, I don't know. Cedar Point does not intertwine anything. Like even Iron Dragon and Rougarou, I mean, they're right next to each other. They're so close to each other, but they don't overlap at all. Like they're right there. Like they're almost kissing. But yeah, I don't know. Cedar Point just don't do that. Do I think Cedar Fair should move Wicked Twister Worlds of Fun? Yes. Yeah. Worlds of Fun could really use something like that. They need a new coaster. And it'd be good for that park, you know? It just doesn't fit in at Cedar Point. It just doesn't fit anymore, you know? It's not popular there. It'd be much more popular at a park that really needs it, like Michigan's Adventure or Worlds of Fun or even California's Great America, like has been rumored. Yeah, maybe they technically intertwine at like the lift hill or whatever, but I mean that they don't really interact. I don't know. Not sure. What do I think of Canada's Wonderland? I think it looks fantastic. I'll get there eventually. Did I cancel my trip this year? I mean, it's pretty much canceled at this point. I honestly I didn't really have to worry about anything like as far as canceling stuff because I hadn't like booked any rooms or anything like that. We didn't do any of that stuff. Like we didn't buy our Six Flags membership yet. We didn't book anything, so we didn't have to worry about canceling anything. We just but it's basically canceled. I mean, it's not going to happen. It's just not. At least not how it was supposed to anyway. So, yeah, it's not happening. And you know, that's fine. Like we can live with that. We need to work on getting this whole situation under control. It's much more important. So, yeah. All right. So, has anybody listened to any new music that really stood out? Anybody discover any new music recently or listen to anything new that really caught their attention? Uh, Talk about something different a little bit here. I don't think Cedar Fair or SeaWorld will buy Six Flags. I think some parks are going to change hands and whatnot, but it's not going to be like clean cut like that. I don't think. Periphery, okay. Periphery is good. Very good band. I have a Periphery shirt actually. And their album that came out last year was one of my favorites that came out last year. Is really good. Triple Drop D song by Synth Chris. All right. The recreation of Zombie. Oh, the you mean the cover of Zombie by Bad Wolves? That's a really good song. No new music for you. All right. Little crazy, but Mongolian throat singing. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, Mongolian throat singing is pretty cool. So not something I'd really listen to, but they're very good, you know. Okay. Coaster Pro discovered the album Kill 'Em All by Metallica. I love that album. That's such a good album. Thoughts about Orion looks great. Any other music? Anybody? I'm not sure exactly how much a Raptor is. There's no exact figure out there. Just estimates. I've heard like anywhere from like the 4 to 7 million ish dollar range. They're fairly cheap, I believe, but 500-foot T Rex would cost a lot of money. A lot of money. Probably at least $20 million. At least it's going to be very expensive. So even if it is RMC, And I mean, the prices of RMCs have gone up because they're so in demand, you know? Oh, I Won't See You Tonight, Part 1 by Avenged Sevenfold. Yeah, that's a good song. Good choice there. Yeah, great song. If I could choose one extinct coaster model to come back, what one would it be? Um extinct coaster model. I would say I really want to see a Virginia Reel, like a modern, like a full size. There's one Virginia Reel coaster left in the world. Can't remember the name of the park. It's in the UK, I believe, but it's a small one. But I would like to see one of the Virginia Reel coasters be built again. Yeah, we can only imagine how the T Rexes would be. I mean, we have no idea what they'll actually be like. So hopefully they'll live up to the hype whenever it does happen, if it happens. Oh my gosh, yeah. You talk a 500-foot tall B&M coaster, 6,000 feet of track. Yeah, you're paying $40 million easily for that, probably. Like, that'd be nuts. What's a Virginia Reel? Just look up Virginia Reel on Google. It's a lot easier than me trying to explain it, but it has lots of like hairpin turns and it like gradually goes downhill and you're in these like spinning cars and it really cool looking. They used to be very common at amusement parks, but now there are no full-size ones left. There's one small version left in the world. That's it. Arrow suspended, yeah, arrow suspendeds, yeah. I would love to see like somebody do a modern take on that, like SNS. But they're not technically extinct yet. There are 5 of them left. So my favorite Metallica album. My favorite Metallica album is probably I don't have like one exact favorite. I really like Kill 'Em All, but I don't feel like anymore I can really say that's the best album. Probably Master of Puppets. I'll go with Master of Puppets. Yeah, Coaster Lover. I would say the Virginia Reel was kind of an old school type of Wild Mouse. It was kind of similar to a Wild Mouse. Yeah. Not really the same, but same kind of principle, I guess. Um, yeah, I would love to see the one of those cyclones be rebuilt. I've always wanted to see a modern rebuild of the Crystal Beach cyclone and even the Cedar Point cyclone would be awesome. Appetite for Destruction? Okay, that's a good album for sure. Great album. I mean, every song on that album is awesome. Yeah, Ride the Lightning is definitely really good too. Ride the Lightning is probably close for me. I honestly don't listen to Metallica a whole lot anymore as far as like listening to albums, but they have a lot of good ones. Ride the Lightning and Master of Puppets are both fantastic. So all and Justice for All would be a lot better if the bass was actually mixed in there. So oh, Starset is a pretty good band. I've listened to them before. They're really good. They're from Ohio, actually. Columbus, I believe. Could RMC redo an old hybrid coaster like Cedar Creek Mine Ride or Gemini? I don't know. I'm sure they probably could in some capacity, maybe, but I don't see anybody doing that, honestly. Coaster Pro says I think everything went slowly downhill after the Black Album in the 90s. Yeah, I honestly like all of Metallica's albums, even Saint Anger. I actually got into Metallica with Saint Anger, believe it or not. Um like 5 years after it came out because I was too young when it came out. But I like every album. But I would say the ones after Black Album were not as good, but I do love Death Magnetic and Hardwired. I was really surprised with Hardwired. I mean, that was a great album. Yeah, I don't like Mean Streak either. It's one of the worst coasters I've been on. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to end this live stream right here. So thank you guys so much for joining. We actually had a lot of people in this one. So it was great seeing everybody. I know it's been a while since I've done this. Hopefully everybody had a good time. And thank you guys for showing up. I'm sure I'll see you again very soon. I'll have a video coming out in about 3 days probably. I released one earlier. It's a review of Smoky Mountain Alpine Coaster. So yeah. Should do a video where you rank every coaster in Pennsylvania. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll think about that. Thanks for the suggestion. That might be a good idea. I don't know. I don't think I would necessarily do that exactly, but maybe I could use that idea and like do something sort of like that. So I'll think about it. Yeah. All right. See you guys. Thank you so much. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you guys so much for coming to my live stream, and you guys have a good one. All right.